that you call yourself a pro-police party and you bring a witness before us that says, fuck cops. I don't believe in that, but I thought if you didn't believe in that, you would have taken the opportunity to say it.
I appreciate the backpedaling at an alarming rate. From the other side, watch out, you might fall over backwards. We have a video to play. I think this will provide some visual summation.
The exchange begins with a bold accusation directed at the opposition, calling them out for their inconsistency on the issue of law enforcement. The speaker questions how the opposition can claim to be a pro-police party while presenting a witness who recently tweeted a derogatory statement about police officers. The strong emotional tone suggests deep frustration, as the speaker expresses disbelief that a person with such views was invited to testify. The speaker doesn't just call out the hypocrisy, they sarcastically comment on the opposition's apparent backpedaling on the issue, hinting that they are trying to avoid confronting the contradiction. The tone is mockingly harsh, with a warning, "Watch out, you might fall over backwards." This sets the stage for a debate that has escalated from ideological differences to a matter of personal credibility.
Thank you. And I just want to address Mr. Johnson, who said you brought the receipts. Well, Mr. Johnson, I've got some receipts for you. This committee met about 2 months ago, and the chairman, who can call any person in the world who walks this earth as a witness, called this guy, who tweeted just a couple weeks before the hearing, "Fuck cops." Your witness tweeted that. Not one of you disavowed that guy. Not one of you said that was inappropriate. I was stunned that you call yourself a pro-police party and
Representative Andy Biggs, shifting the conversation to the topic of police funding, challenges the opposition to take responsibility for their previous statements. His comments are focused on the contradictions within the Democratic Party's stance on law enforcement. He highlights the silence surrounding Marjorie Taylor Greene's defund the FBI rhetoric and contrasts it with the vocal calls for defunding police departments from other members of the party. Biggs uses this moment to call out the hypocrisy of not disavowing such positions, equating silence with complicity. His challenge is direct and unapologetic. If the opposition truly stands for law enforcement, they must take a stand and disavow such extreme statements. The weight of the accusation hangs in the air as Biggs presses for a clear response. His comments echo with a sense of urgency. Silence on such matters isn't neutral, it's a form of agreement.
bring a witness before us that says, fuck cops. I don't believe in that, but I thought if you didn't believe in that, you would have taken the opportunity to say it. But no, not only did you not disavow it, you invited the guy here in Congress to be your witness. Imagine if we had ever done that. We didn't. You did. Second, I would love Mr. Johnson to disavow, because by the way, I will disavow the defund the police movement. I've never called for it. I believe, just as President Biden believes when he addressed Congress, that we should fund the police. But Mr. Johnson, will you disavow your colleague, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who tweets out and makes money off of a defund the FBI movement? Because they're police too. They protect us too. But I don't think you will. I think
At this critical moment, Biggs decides to pivot the debate from heated verbal exchanges to undeniable visual proof. With the room tense and emotions running high, Biggs announces that he has a video to play, which will provide a clearer, more definitive summary of the situation. This is no longer about words or opinions. It's about cold, hard evidence. The anticipation builds as the video is introduced, setting the stage for what will prove to be a game-changing moment in the hearing. The decision to let the video speak for itself is both a strategic move and a masterstroke of political theater. As the visuals begin, it's clear that Biggs is setting up a direct challenge to the narrative that has been built so far. Instead of furthering the debate with rhetoric, he allows the visuals to tell the story. The room is about to experience the shift from argument to revelation.
you're going to sit silent, and your silence, by the way, is complicity. I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back. The gentleman from Virginia is recognized. Yield to the gentleman from Arizona.
I thank the gentleman for yielding. Appreciate the backpedaling at an alarming rate. From the other side, watch out, you might fall over backwards. We have a video to play. I think this will provide some visual summation, please.
defunding the police has to happen. We need to defund the police.
Mayor Eric Garcetti saying, take some of the money from policing, about $150 million.
I applaud Eric Garcetti for doing what he's done.
But we need to completely dismantle the Minneapolis Police Department.
It is outdated. It is wrong.
The video that Biggs presents pulls back the curtain on past statements made by key Democratic figures. One by one, these figures appear on screen, their words captured at moments when the political climate favored defunding police departments. From Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti talking about reallocating $150 million away from police funding, to Ilhan Omar's bold declaration that the Minneapolis Police Department should be dismantled completely, the video does not hold back. These aren't misinterpreted soundbites. They are full clips, spoken in the open, and they provide a stark contrast to the narrative being pushed by some of the same figures today. The video serves as a factual record, and with each new clip, the room grows quieter. It's clear that the statements were made when the idea of defunding was politically popular, and now, as the tide shifts, those same figures are struggling to defend their past remarks.
Thinking to think that the only way you're going to get communities to be safe is to put more police officers on the street. So yes, defund your butts. Defund you.
Yes, I support the reallocation of resources from NYPD.
We will be moving funding from the NYPD.
Yes, I support the defund movement. I'm for responsible reallocation of resources.
And defund the police.
I think you do all those other things, you don't need all the money that's going to the police department. So yeah, I mean, the spirit of it, I do support that.
Yeah, and a lot of us were asked if we could imagine a future without police back in 2017 when we were running for office. And I answered yes to that question.
We are going to reduce funding in the police department and redirect that money.
We propose to redirect over $7 million from the police bureau.
The police department here in Minneapolis needs to be dismantled, and we need to start anew.
In some necessary cases, completely dismantling those police forces.
As the video continues to play, the gravity of the situation deepens. More Democratic leaders appear on screen, each expressing support for the defund the police movement in one form or another. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is seen criticizing budget cuts to the NYPD, arguing that they don't go far enough. What's striking here is not just the support for the movement, but the frustration with its perceived lack of progress. AOC isn't questioning whether defunding the police is the right approach. She's upset that the cuts are not deep enough. The video lays out multiple examples, reinforcing the same message across different voices. The overwhelming repetition of these statements leaves no room for debate. The evidence is clear, and it is undeniable. The room, once filled with heated discussions, falls into a tense silence as the video finishes. There's nothing left to argue. The recorded statements now serve as permanent markers in the public record.
Police departments are taking a sizable amount of the budget of a lot of municipalities and other entities. We need to look at those budgets, pull some of the money back.
But we talk about defunding the police, defunding the Pentagon.
My push is that we defund our police departments.
Defunding police means defunding police. If these reports are accurate, then these proposed cuts to the NYPD budget are a disingenuous illusion. This is not a victory. The freshman Democrat adding, the fight to defund policing will continue.
Mr. Chairman, I also have several articles that I would like to submit for the record. Instead of reading all the titles, I'll just provide those to you, if that's okay.
Without objection.
And I'll yield back to the gentleman from Virginia, Mr. Klein.
Would the gentleman yield? Yield to the chair. Yeah, I would just say in response to the gentleman from California, of course we disavow that tweet. That is obvious. And if we'd have known that individual had that tweet out there, I doubt if he'd have been invited as a witness. With that, I yield back to the gentleman from...
As the video ends, the silence in the room is palpable. The impact of the visual evidence is immediate. No one can deny the authenticity of the clips that have just been shown. The Democratic lawmakers, who had earlier spoken with confidence, now find themselves unable to respond in a way that would undo the damage. One lawmaker acknowledges that the inappropriate tweet about police was wrong, but the larger issue, the support for defunding the police, remains unaddressed. This is the power of big strategy. By allowing the video to speak for itself, he has forced the opposition into a corner. The room feels the weight of the evidence, and there is no escaping it. Biggs, ever calm, doesn't need to say more. The point has been made, and the video serves as an unassailable reminder of the true positions held by these leaders when it suited them politically. Politics may change, but once something is said on camera, it becomes part of the permanent record, something voters won't easily forget.